Good morning, guys. I am here with Elsie and Anna. They wanted to work out this morning. We are going to do my Jumpstart program. This is new. It's 3 weeks of workouts, Monday to Friday. Each workout is 30 minutes. I have been feeling like I've been in a little bit of a quarantine rut, definitely not eating like normal, not drinking like normal. So I decided this is something that I want to do for myself to just sort of springboard myself into the days ahead since we are sort of coming out of quarantine, sort of. Okay, so start to jog it out. Let me just share this. So we're going to focus on arms and abs today, and I'm really excited about it. A whole bunch of new moves that are going to be great. And so what do you need to know? You need to know that this is just a way for us to get back to normal. Now, I put a calendar up on my Facebook page and Instagram so that you guys could print that calendar out. Reach up. You need to print that calendar out and put it somewhere that you see all the time. The mirror in your bathroom, your refrigerator, something like that. And every day that you do a workout, you exit out. I want you to do all 15 workouts. That is the point. That's why we're doing this elbow up in the air. And you're pulling down into the back. So you have to watch what you eat. There's no other way to get around it. You cannot continue to eat the way you've been eating in quarantine and make the changes that you want. So you need to do the workouts, be consistent, and also just watch what you put in your body. You guys make sure you say hello to me because you know I love it. Hi, Rochelle. Hi, Maria. And then also, get your family on board. Get the kids on board. I have gotten so many messages from people whose kids are loving waking up, doing the workouts. And, I think it's awesome. I mean, what a great, great thing. Quarantine doesn't have to be all bad. What else? Use good form. Your core has got to be tight all the time. Your core is part of your abs, your back, and your butt. Keep them tight all the time. And then also, take breaks. Take breaks when you need them. Only 3 to 4 seconds before you get back in. If you need another break shortly thereafter, that's what you do. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is a one-armed plank with a reach. So what does that mean? You're going to get in plank position. This is your position. You're going to want to widen your feet a little bit and move your hand into the middle, and you're going to reach and reach. Now, if you would like to be on your knees, if you're more of a beginner, you can certainly do that. It's not all that much of a break, though. So try to be in full plank. Take as many breaks as you need. Kate, what's up? Okay, so I'm going to put my timer on. We are going to do 45 seconds on each arm. So you are a straight line from your head to your feet. Your entire core is tight. Your abs, your back, your butt. When you need a break, you get on all fours, 3 to 4 seconds, then you get back into it. If you can't do the single arm, just stay in a regular plank to modify. So you're reaching across and under. Yep, good job. And you're squeezing your entire arm when you reach, keeping it very tight. 3, 2, 1, done. Let's take a little break, and then we're going to do the other side. So again, you do not have to do it for the full amount of time that I'm doing it, but do not quit. There is a difference between hitting your limit and quitting and saying, I can't do this. So you see how I'm squeezing my arm is straight, I'm reaching over and under. So my standing arm is working really hard. That other arm is also working hard because I'm keeping it tight and I'm reaching and squeezing. I do not expect you to be able to go the whole 45 seconds without taking a break. If you can, that's awesome, but it's not what's expected. Breaks are not a sign of weakness, 10 seconds. Breaks are a sign that you're working crazy hard. 3, 2, 1, and done. I'm excited to have new workouts, new moves. I forgot to set the timer. So, next one, we're gonna sit on the ground. I'm gonna use this. You guys can try 5s or 2s. So you're gonna sit on the ground. You're going to put your elbow up on your knee, your arm is straight, and you're gonna curl in. So find that sweet spot. It's like right here. That's what's balancing or propping itself up on your knee, and you're gonna squeeze. So we're gonna do 45 seconds on each side. Fully extend, curl in. So you're squeezing your bicep on the way up and on the way out. If you've been using 2 or 3 pounds and you've been working out with me for a while, you need to go up to 5. If you've been using 5s for a while, you need to try 8. Even if you only go for a few seconds. Squeeze. Woo! My form is still good, so I'm sticking with the 8, even though I want to drop down. I do, but you only drop down when your form is faltering. Other side. Again, get that proper placement for your elbow. And I want full extension. You're gonna want to skimp on that and like only go to here. Nope, go all the way until your arm is straight. Squeeze. Here, if your form is starting to falter, you have to drop down to a lower weight. Don't keep going with the higher weight if you have bad form, because that's how you get hurt. Did you just get bitten? It's crazy. It's very muggy out here. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, I want you to have 2 weights. I'm going to use my 8s. You can use 5s. Let me just see how you guys are doing. All right, so we are going to take our weights. We are going to lift them up, and you're going to lower them and squeeze up. So we are working our triceps. These are the muscles. If you do not like the way it looks when you wave, because you have a lot of shaking going on, this is an exercise you're going to want to do. Let me be clear, you cannot spot reduce. So you can't just do a ton of tricep exercises and expect to get lean and defined if you're not paying attention to your eating. So the eating is really, really crucial. Okay, so we are going to go for 1 minute. Okay, so let me back up so you can see me. So this is my position. You're going to lower so your body is straight up and down. So keep your elbows in the same position. How do your weights feel? If you start to feel like it's too heavy, you can switch to 1 and do the same thing. Okay, there are lots of ways to modify, but do not keep going if your form is starting to get shaky. Okay, I started to notice mine was, so I'm going to the single. Squeeze up. The rest of your body is tight. Your core is tight. So people say, what does that mean when you say your core is tight? And the best equivalent that I can make is if someone is going to come up and punch you in the stomach. So if I was going to come up to Elsie and go, boom, she would get herself ready for it, right? So, and so would you. You would tighten up those ab muscles, which would also include your back and your butt. So that is your core. It is the center of your power. Keep it tight. Let it protect you. In protecting you and keeping it tight, you're going to strengthen and define it, which is, see how it all comes full circle. The next one we are going to do, oh, I like this one. So a lot of women don't think about working their wrists and their forearms. Do it, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take light weights and you're going to push. So I call these the roll them forward. So you see how I'm getting a full range of motion in my wrist. That's what I want you to do. You want to go light with this, I'm going to use the 5s. One of you can use nothing or water bottles. Okay? So, these are going to be too heavy for me pretty soon. There's water bottles in that pot right there. Yeah, these are too heavy for me already. So I'm going to use no weights. But you see, it's almost as if you're riding a horse and you've got the reins in your hands. Although any of you riders are like, no, that's not what it looks like. But you know what I mean. I'm just trying to create a good analogy here. So you're rolling, you're getting full range of motion while you're keeping your core tight. So your body is not moving, your feet are hip width apart. Everything's tight, your shoulders are back. We just want that big range of motion. These are so challenging, I don't even have weights. But it's just good to strengthen them, to move them, to keep them flexible, to keep them strong. Next one. This is more of an advanced move, so I'm going to give you the regular way to do it and then a modified way to do it. Both are challenging. The exercise is called still dog with a tricep extension. So you are going to get up and you are going to extend. So you see how my knees are about 4 to 5 inches off the ground. How am I keeping them up? It's all coming out of my abs. But in the process, your arm, shoulder, chest, back, it's all working. Modified, just stay on all 4s and extend behind you, keeping your knees on the ground, okay? So I'm going to use a 5-pound weight. You guys should probably use the 2s, but you can try a 5 and see how it works, especially if you're in regular, on all 4s, okay, if you're going to do the modified one, okay? So we are going to do 45 seconds on each side. So your knees are off the ground, your abs are keeping you up. Your hand is directly underneath your shoulder. Extend, extend. Come on. This is really challenging, so just know that you are going to be taking breaks. If you can't do this one, it's okay. Just be on all 4s on it. It's not, this is a very advanced move, so I put them in there because I have a lot of people that have been working out with me for a while, and they want the more advanced moves. Everybody is at their own level. You go at your level. If you do it up with your knees up first and then you transition, 2, 1, done, that's fine too. Other side. Squeeze. Don't let your body rotate out. You're going to want to. You'll see I'm taking lots of breaks for this one. This is no joke. So again, if you're on all 4s, it's the same exercise, just with that very simple modification. Breaks are not a sign of weakness. They are a sign that you're busting your butt. Oh my gosh. This one is kicking my rear end. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Now what you can do when we do those really challenging plank exercises or push-ups, go back into child's pose, sit back on your heels, and just stretch those fingers out. How are you guys doing? Okay. Wow. Get me. Okay, so next one, you want light weights again. Can I have the 5s? And you guys should probably use the water bottles and the 2s. Okay, so what we're going to do is you are going to be in this position. You are going to curl in. So I want your triceps parallel to the ground. Then you're going to rotate into a shoulder push. So let me get back here and show you what it's like. Rotate as you push up, but you keep those arms up. Use really excellent form. I'm going to raise this up a little bit so you can see me better. Okay, you guys ready? rotate up into a press, rotate down, extend, curl, rotate up. So when you come down, you see the position that my triceps are in. So I can do that bicep curl. Curl, press up. 5-pound weights. And these are so challenging. Keep your core tight. You are going to want to release. Do not do it. Curl, rotate up. 5 more seconds. Actually, 3, 2, 1, done. Shoulders are an area that I ignored for a long time. Baby, you look nice.
I'll say bye in a second.
Okay. I ignored them for a long time. I'm like, who needs to work shoulders? When I tell you it has been a game changer for me, I cannot stress that enough. Okay, so we are going to work our shoulders again, but we're going to target them more. You're going to stand with your hand on your hip. You are going to wind up. So you see when I'm winding up, my arm is staying close to my body, and then I'm pulling back. So when you pull back, you are squeezing your shoulder, you're squeezing your tricep, you're squeezing your bicep. This should all be tight. I want power in your moves, but I want control. I don't want sloppy, loosey-goosey. Your whole body should be super tight. I'm going to use a 5. Again, you are not flinging the weight around. Okay, your hand is on your hip. You go all the way around. And when you cock it back, you see you're right in front of your body. Back straight, cock it back. Your core is tight, so your arm is in front, no, across your body. Yep, now wind it around. I think that's too heavy for you. Go with a lighter one. I mean, I'm doing 5 pounds. This is really challenging. Whew. I'm going to take a little momentary break. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Other side. Your arm is straight across you. Wind up. Cock it back. So you're going to want to release your core. You're going to want to be loosey-goosey. Do not let your body move. The only thing that's moving is your arm. How does your weight feel? If your form starts to get bad, I want you to drop down. Also, another point, we want muscle burn. We do not want pain. There is a difference. That whole no pain, no gain thing is total nonsense. You want burn. And done. Shoulders are just challenging. So yes, you do not want pain. You want muscle burn. You take those 3 to 4 second breaks to let the burn subside. Okay. How are you guys doing? I just want to check in with you. This feels good. I need a jump start. That's why I called it jump start. I'm like, I need a jump start. Like, I need to kind of get back on track. I just feel like in this whole process, I think I've been sort of veering a lot towards comfort foods, just being like, forget it. There's a lot going on, a lot of stress. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. But you know, that doesn't work so well then when you're coming out of things and you're like, I've put on 5, 10, 15 pounds. So it's not just about the weight, but we all know when you're carrying that extra weight, you don't feel as good. Everything's harder. Your energy level is not good. You don't feel good about the way you look. You don't feel good about the way your clothes fit. So how do we do that? We just jumpstart into something that's going to be fun, that's going to get us back where we want to go. Okay, so we're going to do tricep hills, then bicep hills. So what you're going to do is hinge over. Your arms are out straight behind you, so you see my position. My back is flat, and I want you to do 3 exaggerated hills. So you're going to start right here, and you're going to squeeze up. Those are your hills, is you getting that arm up as high as you can. Then we're going to turn around and do bicep hills. So I'm going to use the 5s and see how that goes. They're probably going to get a little too heavy, and that's okay. So hinge over. So you see where I'm starting, like right next to my hips. And I go up as high as I can, and I do 3 hills out, 3 hills in. Your biceps should already be burning. If they're not, you're not squeezing up high enough, and your weight is not challenging enough. So these are very skinny hills. This exercise always reminds me of that game on The Price is Right, that yodeler guy going up the mountain. None of the younger people are going to know what I'm talking about. 5 more seconds. Oh my gosh. Come on, squeeze, do not fling. Sorry, we have 10 more seconds. Highlight. Woo! Again, your muscles should be on fire. 2 and 1. Oh, stretch them out. Oh, guys, I kicked my butt. Did you find that one hard? Yeah. They literally got out of bed like 7 minutes before we started exercising. They wanted to work out, so listen, they want to. I love it. I'm going to go a little bit heavier. I'm going to start a little bit heavier, and then maybe I'll drop to those. So now we're going to do same thing with biceps. All right, how are you guys doing? I hope that you're having fun. I hope that you're liking the new exercises. I absolutely love doing this. Rochelle, we all feel